Hey, ladies, I have a question for you, and I
Okay.
can't even think I could answer this one.
Okay.
So, when was the last time you did something for yourself? Like, really did something for yourself?
I, I took my trip to Sweden to
That's
see
right. You
I did
went
that. I did that. Yeah.
by
Yeah.
yourself. Yes.
My other daughter. Yeah. Yeah. I did that for me,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
I'm sure I've done little things too.
I think we do little things, but like, that's a good one, though. That's a good one. I actually was having lunch with a girlfriend this weekend, and she's was talking about something, and she's like, I don't care if her partner doesn't want to go, but I've always wanted to do this trip, so next year I am going to this place, and she's just going to go. And it got me thinking about that, and I don't know if I could answer that question. I know I've done things for myself for my sanity, but I don't know. Tracy E.
Well, I would have to say my trips. I mean, even though they are always with somebody else, it's kind of like I'm doing it for me and them. It's not like but like to actually say when was the last time that you did something just for yourself? Um I would have to say, oh, I would have to say a couple of weeks ago, actually, I had an energy treatment with my daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I was on a farm surrounded by horses. So that was
Oh,
pretty
I've seen her posts
spectacular.
on those. Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty spectacular. So I did that just for me.
Yeah. Well, I think I can say I'm in the process of doing something for me, and I'm not trying to be cryptic. It's more I'm moving forward with something that I know is going to bring me a lot of closure through some past traumas.
Mhm.
So I'm starting that journey. So that's going to be for myself. And at this point, we'll get into it maybe later on. And again, I'm not trying to be cryptid. It's not, you know, but I think that is something that I feel is important for me to do for me.
Yeah. As we're talking about this, I can't help thinking about we're talking about, you know, relatively large decisions that we've made to do the things that we just mentioned, or to be doing the things that we've just mentioned. But how often do we recognize the little things that we have done? And the reason that jumped into my head was because I took an hour this morning and I read a book. And I'm I'm reading this great book. I can't wait to be finished it. And I just was like, I'm gonna steal an hour just for
Mm-hmm.
me.
Yeah.
And like I
Mm-hmm.
literally said that in my head, just for me. But it's
Yep.
so interesting how I didn't pay attention enough to that was one of the first things that came to mind
Yeah.
when you asked that question,
Yeah.
Michelle. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess I have to think of something really large here.
Yeah.
When was the last thing I did something really big for myself?
And I think that's what the way we think of things. And
Hmm.
I know we've had past episodes on talking about gratitude and being different things like that and doing self-care and self-love. But something is, we've had discussions with my trainer on here. Things you do for yourself is I make sure I have a form of a workout almost every single day. A thing you do for yourself is how are you fueling your body? I know
Hmm.
it sounds like when you think of fueling your body, how are you fueling your body? That is something you're doing for yourself. Like,
Hmm.
how are you moving your body? That's something you do for yourself.
Hmm.
Practicing gratitude. And just like you said, Tracy E., we don't think of the little things.
Hmm.
We always go to, oh, I went to Sweden.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tracy G., you talked about in past episodes about how you push yourself to get out of your comfort zone and how you just had to push yourself out of your comfort zone for the universe gave you something in your lap you needed to. And we don't think about that's something for ourselves because we're expanding, we're growing.
Mhm. I did one last Sunday because we were supposed to do something and I didn't want to do it. I said, I'm not going. And it was just like, I don't want to do this. And
Mhm.
I always do these things because I enjoy them, but I was like, no, I'm not going to go. And it was like, okay. And then I went and did some stuff with the garden and did some other stuff that I wanted to do that particular day. So sometimes saying no is doing things for yourself.
Yes, very so,
Oh,
so
big
true.
times.
So true.
Huge. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
sometimes that's a bigger
Yes.
adjustment for yourself and a bigger um healing or
Hmm.
than doing something like I was just talking about. I think
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was small. It was a couple of hours. It was a easy to say yes. And I was just, no, gotta say
Yeah.
no. Gotta say no.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
I
Love
like
it.
that one.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. So what do you do for yourself? Do you do anything for yourself? Do you have to think it's big, grand, or do you think it could be small, tiny things? What if you started with one small thing every day to do for yourself? What would that be? Put it down in the comments. Share this with someone that you think might need to hear this. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to hit notifications so you know when our next episode comes out.
Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you as a regular member of our community.